This is an SWX Sports presentation. Drive for the title. Dancing in the Desert. Powered by Coeur d'Alene Casino. Gonzaga mentality. It's more than just a phrase on a shirt. It's the drive behind a team that refuses to give up. It's the chip that sits on their shoulder. A constant reminder of the people who said they would never make it. And it's the attitude of an entire team that says, we're better than you, and we know it. Show me now, make me believe. Now, it all comes down to this. T-minus 48 hours and counting to tip-off. It's Gonzaga and it's South Carolina. And it's time to let the world know what Gonzaga mentality is all about.
Counting the days down, now we can count the hours down. Less than 48 hours until tip-off between Gonzaga and South Carolina in the first game of the Final Four.
That's right. A lot of Spokanites have already come into Phoenix. We're literally right next to the hotel that the players are staying in and the coaches. But behind us, look at this view. It's gorgeous. We're
nice.
On the 20th floor of a skyscraper, so to speak, and it's beautiful out there.
I don't like heights, but I'm going to do this for you people at home because we want to talk about Gonzaga. Absolutely.
You know what?
Well, Shemek had something going on Twitter.
Well, I love it. I love it. Kobe Bryant, obviously known by everyone around the world, is tweeting with Shem.
Back and forth?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, Lindsay Joy has that coming up.
Wow. I might have to order a Twitter account tonight.
Whatever. All right. Right now we're going to check in with Sam Adams because Coach Few got a great honor today.
Yeah, good evening, guys. We are inside University of Phoenix Stadium. They continue to set up the bands, the mascots, the cheerleaders, all are having a great time. It's going to get serious in a couple days, isn't it, here in the Final Four? And one of those guys who has been serious, down to business, but still, I think, enjoying the ride a little bit more these days, head coach Marcy Few. The announcement, not really much of a surprise. Frankly, he deserved it. 36-1 record as the head coach of Gonzaga this year. He is the AP Head Coach of the Year. National recognition for this man who has done so much for Gonzaga basketball. Of course, though, you talk to Coach Few, and it's all about the guys before him, the coaches, the assistants, and his current staff, his players that deserve this honor.
But, you know, an award like this, I mean, this is about this year. And this team I am able to coach this year has just been remarkable. I mean, they've so consistent, so connected. They're just a dream come true. So this is more, I think, about them, you know, Nigel and Shem and J3 and Jordan and all the guys, and then about the staff.
So Marcy Few becomes the first Gonzaga coach ever to win this award. And also we had a first-timer for Kansas. Frank Mason, the first Jayhawk ever to win the National Player of the Year, believe it or not, since 1961 when the award first started coming out. He is a near unanimous choice here for the National Player of the Year for the AP. Dan and Steph, we have much more coverage. Let's send it back to you in Phoenix.
Good for him. All right, Sam, thank you. You know, they say behind every good man is a good woman. And I can tell you, I've known Marcy Few for the last 20 years. She is a woman of faith. We were trying to meet up with her a little earlier throughout this trip, and she really wants to stay focused. She said, you know, this is my husband's time. You know, he's been shining so much, but he is on the world stage right now. And I want you to tell everybody back home how humbled we are, how incredibly grateful we are, and that we are so glad to bring Gonzaga basketball to the people of Spokane.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's a direct message from Marcy Few.
You know, earlier today we had a chance to talk to one of the assistant coaches, Donny Daniels, who is now entering his 5th Final Four. Can you believe that? One with Utah, won a couple of times, 3 times with UCLA, and now he's making the trip to Gonzaga. And we had a chance to talk with him earlier today, and he truly feels that it's a blessing to be going to his 5th Final Four.
Man, appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, like, how do you do it? I mean, like, I work hard. Let me tell you what I've been blessed to recruit guys, be a part of, great coaches that is able to put a team on the floor that can get to a Final Four. We've never won it. Never won it. I've been close, up 10 at halftime and got beat. But it's this. I mean, if it ended today, I'm in.
You have been recognized as one of the top recruiters in the nation. When you go out there, what are you looking for in a gentleman, in a scholar, and an athlete?
Some guys just takes talent. Some people just look at talent and nothing else. And I've been very blessed where you look at talent, but you got to have some kind of background, some kind of chemistry, some kind of, sensibility and how you conduct yourself and stuff like that. Do you like to go to school? No, I hate school. Well, you're not going to work. That's not going to work.
With your Final Four experience, Coach, what kind of insight can you offer, not just to your fellow coaches, but to the players about what it's going to take to be successful here?
Nothing else matters. Doesn't matter where you're playing, doesn't matter the weather, doesn't matter if it's cold outside. It's all about this weekend and these two games. Shooters shoot, defenders defend, rebounders rebound, and you got to put it together this weekend.
So the first time you took the court in that first game, right? You can't tell me you're looking around. It's just another game.
The preparation for that game is just another game because you're in that film room and you're breaking down tape and you're getting the game plan together and all that. Now, once you get into the arena, you see the majestics of just the whole ambiance. Like, okay, now we're finally here because you see all the banners and the crowd.
Is this your year, Coach?
I think it is. I mean, I think our guys are tuned in. I think this is everything. Is going to come together, and hopefully the stars are aligned and the moon's in Aquarius, and all great things will happen for us.
Really enjoyed talking with him. And what a small world. I found out that he was the head coach at Cal State Fullerton at the same time I was in graduate school, and he knew my brother-in-law and my sister very, very well.
Well, your brother-in-law was a tennis coach.
Gymnastics. He was women's
coach.
Gymnastics.
Okay.
He called him the Wolfman. He goes, hey, tell Wolfman hi. Absolutely. We had some great times.
Well, he's been here for 7 years, and I don't think he has any point or right now to retire.
No.
So he'll be with the Zags for quite some time.
All right, let's talk about this Gonzaga versus Gonzaga issue. Every year we think it's over. Everybody's going to get it right. It's Gonzaga. But
maybe not.
But maybe not. Apparently, a newspaper in South Carolina decided to, ask the question, how do you pronounce
Gonzaga.
And where's it located? Where's the school located?
Gonzaga, I think.
Gonzaga. And where's it located?
I do not know. Up the West Coast, like somewhere near Washington.
Where are they at, though, in South Carolina?
Turnabout is fair play, right?
Where are they?
I believe we wanted to know where South Carolina is. It Columbia? Anybody here? Anybody here?
Can we
Columbia?
Google it really fast? And what is a Gamecock?
Well, let's find out. What's a Gamecock?
I don't know. I don't know. You know what a gamecock is?
No. Is it a bird?
Like a predatory, it's not a Brahma chicken, but it's like, they put the razors on their talons and they fight them, right?
Have we found out?
I don't know. It's some kind of rooster, a farm animal. That's all we really need to know. Hey, we've got the excitement already building here in Phoenix, but it's just going to get crazier and
the students have been in class all week, and a lot of them are going to be caravanning down. So they made their cars all decked out, Gonzaga, let's go, #1, and they're road tripping from Gonzaga University here to Phoenix. It should take them, 18 hours?
It's going to take them a while, but they're young. They'll get here. Of course, a lot of the students had petitioned to have tomorrow off, and the school call it a school holiday, and
it didn't
the school
fly.
officials said, no, sorry, we're going to have school. So
they'll be here.
Yeah, they're going to have fun.
That's awesome. All right, and the Spokesman-Review, if you would like to participate and celebrate in the edition, I think tomorrow's edition, we're going to have a piece of paper, kind of cardboardish looking. It says Go Zags, and you're more than welcome to put that up in your office, maybe in your car. But why do you have your hands behind your back?
I was just
anywhere you'd like.
Yes. Okay.
Now we're going to take a break.
That's what I was getting animated about. More coverage continues right after this. We're dancing in the desert as the Zags continue their historic run to the Final Four.
Things take take an unexpected turn. Patrick Erickson finds a way to convert this guy into a Zag fan. But first, Gonzaga mentality. You've seen it on their shirts. Now it's being put to work as the team hits the court for the first time in Phoenix.
All right, welcome back. We are live here inside University of Phoenix Stadium, site of the Final Four. Gonzaga getting ready to take on South Carolina. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Hey, take a look around me. This is a football stadium. We've already seen a Super Bowl played here. Of course, you remember the Seattle Seahawks playing here a couple of years ago. This is a field, a stadium, a facility built for football, built for gigantic indoor, outdoor events, if you will. Well, Gonzaga is going to be pushed to the limit in what they expect here. I mean, this is not a place that's built for basketball. And that band, to give you some perspective, they are playing right now at a fever pitch. You can't even hear them here on television all the way from down there up to here. Gonzaga getting ready to prepare for the atmosphere of the Final Four in this facility.
When you just ran on the court and you just see how big the stadium is, it's just kind of unreal. And at first, it kind of felt like you were just floating because the court is lifted up and you're in the middle of this big dome. So that was kind of cool.
The depth perception might be a little off, but I mean, as you said, attacking the basket is always where it starts. You ideally want to start inside out, not outside in, and just getting your feel from floaters or layups, dunks, getting your rhythm from that should help us during the game.
We just got to play basketball.
You're not concerned about it at all.
I'm not. I shoot hooks, That's it. That's what I do.
Once we got a few shots up, and I think we felt okay with the open background and stuff like that. So I think we're all just really excited to play on the biggest stage we've all ever been on. So we can't wait.
Yeah, did you hear Shimmick Karnowski, the part where he was talking about the hook shot? He doesn't have to worry about it, but the guys who are shooting the threes, Jordan Matthews, those guys have to worry about it. Now, one thing you don't have to worry about is running into celebrities in this town. Everybody wants to get a piece of the action here in Final Four territory. Our Lindsay Joy with more down on the floor.
For many players on this Gonzaga basketball team, it was a surreal experience just walking out to the Final Four floor for the first time. But the Zags also had another surreal experience here in Glendale when one of the best players of all time showed up to one of their team meetings.
We thought we were just going in for a regular film session, and then some Nike reps were there, talked to us a little bit, and then said someone was going to come in and talk about mentality, and the person that was going to talk about the psyche of the game, and then he didn't say who it was, and then out comes Kobe Bryant. So it was just an unreal night, and just couldn't have been more happy.
Probably the best time I ever had in my life. I started sweating when he walked in the room. I don't think I ever been so starstruck as like my dream player.
People were like, is that Kobe? You know what I mean? Like, Kobe's an idol. People, athlete people look to over the years. And for him to walk in, I mean, I was starstruck. I ain't even gonna lie. I couldn't even say a word. You know me, I talk a lot, and I was just like, what the heck is going on? But I'm just glad he took the opportunity to come out to us and do that for us. It meant a lot.
One of the things Kobe talked to the team about was the psychology of sports, what he calls the Mamba mentality. And for a psychology major like Nigel Williams-Goss, that made a cool moment just that much sweeter. In Glendale, Lindsay Joy, SWX.
Lindsay, thank you. Coming up next, cacti crawling all over the desert. And while they may look cool, what one company is doing with them is even cooler. We'll show it to you after this.
Well, of course, Arizona known for its cacti, but who knew you could make candy out of cactus?
Yeah, this is a prickly pear candy. And tastes like a little bit like jelly covered with sugar.
It's really good.
No, it's not. We actually had an appetizer that was made with cactus, and it was really good because everything deep fried is good.
Wow, you're sticking to your teeth. Morgan Marham had a chance to check out the company and what they're doing.
Cactus candy is famous here in Arizona, and if you're traveling here for the Final Four, you will absolutely see this yellow box. But what's inside and how is it made? Well, I'm going to show you.
Everybody knows about it. I mean, it's one of those iconic things.
For 75 years, Cactus candy has been a staple here in Phoenix. The company is known for their vibrant yellow boxes and traditional flavors. which come from the blossoms that bloom on top of a cactus every spring. How could you not make a cactus cutout of the cactus candy?
Especially in Arizona, right?
This sweet succulent goes through a process.
So this is where Ed mixes the sugar, then he'll start the kettle. Once the water boils, he'll dump in the sugar and pectin mixture, mix it around over here. Once that's done, he'll add the color mixture, and then he'll start pouring the trays right here. These trays will sit here for probably about an hour. They'll cool down, and then he'll cut the candy, and then from there, he'll put them back on the trays.
The boiling red liquid eventually turns into this.
And that's what the finished product is.
Morgan Marm, KHQ Local News.
Dancing in the desert. It continues here in Arizona Live.
We'll talk to anybody about Gonzaga, won't we?
Oh, well, Patrick Erickson will talk to just about anyone and anything, as he did.
We're at the Odyssey Aquarium in Phoenix. They're having their own Final Four this weekend, and we wanted to come and find out exactly how much the animals here know about basketball.
All right, Nemo, who's going to win Saturday? Oh, you like the Bulldogs? Yeah? They're going to win? And obviously you're a South Carolina fan. No? Why you keep going? I'm trying to ask you a question. Why you keep swimming away from me? Can I get a go Zag? Yeah, Gonzaga made it to their Final Four for the first time. They're taking on your cousins, the Gamecocks. Yeah, South Carolina. Heard of Ben? I know, we came a long way too. Yeah, they're playing South Carolina.
And we are back live in Phoenix talking, wine and a few other things.
It seems like everybody bets with wine.
Well, yeah, when there's a sporting event, you like to put a little wager out there.
Well, you think about a Jesuit college, and Jesus drank wine, so there's a lot of wine going on. Kathy McMorris Rogers bet a little bit of wine with the representative from South Carolina.
Yeah.
And Thane McCullough did that with the president of Xavier.
So, everybody's happy. All right, that's going to wrap up our coverage live from Phoenix. We're going to leave you, though, with a behind-the-scenes look.
A photo shoot.
Yeah, of their photo shoot that happened today. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.